Hi guys, so today we have a 2020 election prediction, quite a quick one, between former Texas Representative Beto O'Rourke and Donald Trump. So there's been a lot of speculation that Beto O'Rourke will in fact run for president. I think that he will run for president because of this change. This was just after Election Day. Take a look at this.
I will not be a candidate for president in 2020. Thanks. That's, I think, as definitive as those sentences get.
There you see, that's as definitive as those sentences get. I will not be a candidate for president in 2020. Now, according to Politico, former Representative Beto O'Rourke is leaning towards running for president, according to at least 4 sources who have spoken to him or his advisors, but he has kept a relatively low profile since leaving Congress earlier this year. So there you go, Beto skips town while his brain trust sketches 2020 plans. That kind of major switch has left some people thinking that he will run for president. I think he will run for president. So we're going to go through a 2020 election prediction between Texas Representative Beto O'Rourke, who came up short in defeating Senator Ted Cruz in November in that Texas Senate race, and competing against Donald Trump for the presidency of the United States of America. So starting off with the safe states, Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, all safe for Beto O'Rourke. Illinois, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and the District of Columbia. All these I see being safe for Texas Representative Beto O'Rourke, along with New York, Vermont, and that first district in the state of Maine. So we start off with 183 electoral votes for Beto O'Rourke. Now let's go through some of the safe Trump states: Alaska, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, most of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, and West Virginia. So we start off with 183 electoral votes for Beto O'Rourke, the Texas representative, and 125 for the incumbent president, Donald Trump. So we're going to go through this quite quickly. Going into the safe, likely, leaning, and toss-up states. Starting off in Nevada, that's a state I see Beto O'Rourke quite easily carrying by quite a wide margin. I think I could make a case that it could go into the likely Democratic column, but I'm going to keep it in the leaning Democratic column. He can appeal to the Latino voters and Hispanic voters in that state, and Democrats just had a very successful 2018 midterm election results in that state. In Arizona, this is perhaps the first flip of the night. I see Beto O'Rourke picking up that one. Now, just because he can really appeal to the voters in that state, and I think he could do quite well in the state of Arizona. Democrats picked up a Senate seat, and they are in control of more congressional seats than Republicans in the state of Arizona, and that's also something to note. Up in Colorado, I see that one likely to go over towards Beto O'Rourke. He can definitely appeal to the young Latino voters in that state. And in New Mexico, I'm actually going to now put that one in the safe Democratic column, because his appeal is very, very strong with Latino voters, and I think it's just enough to put him over that 15% mark. As for Texas, it would be a bit of a far stretch to call that one for Beto O'Rourke. Even though it is his home state, I think he would, like he did in 2018, come up short of taking down Trump in the state of Texas, and I see the president winning that state. The state of Nebraska, that second district, I don't really see Beto O'Rourke doing very well in that district. He's not really the right kind of candidate to win in Nebraska's second district. So 214 for Beto O'Rourke, 164 for President Trump. Where can President Trump make some ground up? He can make it up in the South, where the high African American population really doesn't play to Beto O'Rourke's strength. In Florida, I see that state narrowly going towards the president. In a blue wave year, Republicans still held on to a governorship and picked up a Senate seat, and that's something to note. In Georgia and North Carolina, both these states have high African American populations. I see both of these states going towards the President of the United States. So 214 for Beto O'Rourke, 224 for President Trump. Where can Beto O'Rourke make it up? Oh, by the way, we also had a poll come out in North Carolina. I know we can't take any stock in polls that come out this far out from election day, but it did show Beto O'Rourke losing to Trump by about 1 point, so that's also something to note. And it was a Democratic poll. In Virginia, I see that one going into the likely Democratic column. It's an establishment Democratic state. And Beto O'Rourke, yeah, he kind of toes the line between the establishment side and the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. So 227 for Beto O'Rourke, 224 for President Trump. Going into the Northeast, I see Beto O'Rourke winning Maine at large, but I see him coming up short in that 2nd district by quite a wide margin. And again, I see the president carrying that state. In the state of New Hampshire, I see Beto O'Rourke also carrying this state. Something to note that Clinton was able to carry it, even though she was not a great Democratic candidate by the best of standards. So, now that we're going into the Rust Belt, 233 for Beto O'Rourke, 225 for President Trump. Where can Trump make up his lead? He can make it up in Ohio and Iowa. That gets him up to 249. Beto O'Rourke's appeal is not strong enough to win him over enough voters in those states to get him over the line. However, I think that he has enough of grassroots support, and he's enough of a better candidate than Clinton to ever so narrowly get him over the line in the 3 main Rust Belt states while losing Ohio and Iowa, and that puts him over the line with 289 electoral votes to President Trump's 249. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down your suggestions below, and I'll see you all in the next one.